All right, let's cut through the noise and talk about what really makes a woman drawn to you. This isn't about chasing her, begging for attention, or trying to be someone you're not. It's about understanding how women think and using that knowledge to show up as a confident, magnetic man who naturally pulls her in. These aren't sneaky tricks. They're timeless principles rooted in human psychology that strong men have used forever to build attraction and connection. This guide dives into 6 powerful ways to tap into female psychology, written in a straight-up, conversational tone. Each section comes with practical tips, real-world examples, and the why behind it, so you can start applying this today. Whether you're single, dating, or just want to up your game, these insights will change how you approach women and how they see you. Let's get started. 1. Keep her guessing with a touch of mystery. Women are naturally curious. They love piecing together puzzles, especially when it comes to a man they're into. If you lay out your whole life story on the first date, your job, your childhood, your 5-year plan, you're killing that curiosity. An open book is boring, but a man with a bit of mystery, that's the guy she can't stop thinking about. Mystery doesn't mean being shady or distant. It's about revealing yourself slowly, dropping hints that make her want to know more. When she's filling in the blanks about you, her imagination goes wild, often painting you as even more intriguing than you are. Don't spill everything at once. If she asks about your weekend, say, "Had a wild time with some friends. Crazy story for another day." Leave her curious. If she digs for details, give a half smile and say, "What, you trying to crack my code already?" It's flirty, but keeps her guessing. Mix up your vibe. One day, send a thoughtful text. The next, go quiet. Show up to a date with a surprise plan. "I'm taking you somewhere cool. Trust me." Don't let her see you sweat. If she tests you like ignoring a text, respond calmly later. "Yo, you alive? Been busy." It shows you're not desperate. Mystery sparks her imagination, making her invest emotionally in figuring you out. That investment turns into attraction because she's thinking about you even when you're not around. 2. Master the art of hot and cold. Ever notice how roller coasters are addictive? It's the highs and lows that keep you hooked. Women's brains work the same way with emotions. They crave contrast. If you're always sweet and available, she gets comfortable and loses interest. But if you give her a taste of warmth and then pull back, you create a psychological tug that keeps her chasing. This isn't about being mean. It's about balancing affection with independence. So she's always wanting more of you. Give her a genuine compliment like, "You've got this vibe that lights up the room." Then follow with a playful jab, "But that coffee order? Total chaos." It keeps her on her toes. On a date, be fully present, laugh, listen, flirt. But afterward, don't text right away. Wait a day and say, "Last night was fun. Gotta hear more of your story soon." Be affectionate in person. Touch her arm. Hold eye contact. But over text, keep it shorter. "Yo, just saw something that reminded me of you. Catch you later." It creates a push-pull dynamic. If she pulls away, don't chase. Match her energy. "Cool. Hit me up when you're free." It shows you're not desperate for her attention. Emotional contrast triggers her reward system, like a slot machine. She'll keep chasing the high of your attention because it feels unpredictable and exciting. 3. Let others show your value. Women are wired to notice men who seem valuable to others. It's called social proof. If other people, especially other women, are drawn to you, she'll think, "There's something special about this guy." It's not about bragging or trying to look popular. It's about letting your social world do the talking for you. This goes back to human survival. Women historically chose men who were respected by the group because it meant safety and status. Today, it's less about survival and more about instinct. If others want you, she'll want you too. Interact with people around you, friends, coworkers, even strangers. On a date, chat with the bartender or joke with a friend. She'll notice you're liked. If a friend mentions your skills or a cool thing you did, don't downplay it. Smile and say, "Yeah, it was a good time." Let the praise land. Post occasional stories of you with friends, doing something fun, like a concert or hike. Don't overdo it, Just show you're in demand. Casually mention being busy. I've got a friends thing this weekend. Should be a blast. It implies others value your time without bragging. Social proof is a shortcut to attraction. When she sees others drawn to you, her brain says, he's worth having, making her want to compete for your attention. 4. Match her feelings, not just her words. Guys often try to connect with women by debating or solving their problems. Big mistake. Women connect through emotions, not logic. If she's excited, upset, or nervous, she doesn't want you to analyze her. She wants you to feel what she's feeling. When you mirror her emotional energy, she feels understood on a deep level, like you get her without trying. This is about tuning into her vibe and responding to the emotion behind her words, not just the story she's telling. If she's pumped about a promotion, match her energy. That's huge. You must be stoked. Tell me how it went down. Smile, lean in, and vibe with her. If she's stressed, don't jump to fixes. Stay grounded. Man, that sounds rough. Take a deep breath and tell me what's going on. Your calm steadies her. If she says, works fine, but her tone's flat, pick up on it. Sounds like there's a story there. What's really up? It shows you're listening. Outside of dating, notice people's emotions, friends, family. Ask yourself, what are they feeling? It'll make you sharper with her. Women's brains are wired for emotional connection. When you sync with her feelings, she feels safe and drawn to you. It's like you speak her language. 5. Plant ideas through stories. Telling a woman what to do or how to be usually backfires. She'll push back or shut down. But stories, they're like magic. A good story slips past her defenses, sparks her imagination, and makes her think the idea was hers all along. If you want her to value certain traits, like loyalty, adventure, or affection, tell a story that shows those qualities in action. This works because stories are how humans learn and connect. They're emotional, not logical, so they stick in her mind and shape how she sees you. Want her to be more affectionate? Say, I knew this girl once who'd surprise her guy with little notes. It was such a small thing, but it made him feel like a king. Keep it casual. If you want her to chase you, share. A friend of mine missed out on this amazing woman because he didn't make a move. She still talks about him. It plants the idea of regret. Don't force it. Work stories into convos organically, like, that reminds me of this one time. Make it feel like a random memory. Use vivid details to pull her in. The sun was setting, and we were laughing so hard we almost fell off the dock. It makes the story and the lesson stick. Stories bypass her logical defenses and tap into her emotions. She'll start mirroring the traits you highlight without even realizing it. 6. Leave a lasting emotional mark. Women remember how you make them feel more than what you say or do. The guy who takes her on a boring dinner date? Forgettable. The guy who creates a moment that hits her emotions. Excitement, vulnerability, thrill. He's the one she can't shake. To be unforgettable, you've got to create experiences that leave a psychological imprint, something her brain keeps replaying. This isn't about grand gestures. It's about moments that feel alive and raw. Skip the usual dates. Take her stargazing, to a quirky art exhibit, or on a late-night drive with a killer playlist. Say, this spot's special. You'll see why. Share a real moment like, I don't usually talk about this, but losing my dog last year hit me hard, made me appreciate the little things. Then pivot to something light. Do something that gets your hearts racing. A haunted house, a dance class, or even a playful bet. Loser of this game buys coffee. The adrenaline ties her to you. After a deep convo, let a quiet moment linger. Look at her and smile. That pause can feel electric, burning the moment into her memory. Emotional highs and lows are stored vividly in the brain. When you create those moments, she associates you with intense feelings, making you hard to forget. These 6 insights: staying mysterious, using hot and cold, leveraging social proof, mirroring emotions, storytelling, and creating emotional imprints, are your toolkit for connecting with women on a deeper level. They're not about manipulation. They're about understanding how attraction works and showing up as a confident, engaging man who naturally draws her in. Here's how to start today. On your next date, hold back one detail about yourself. Drop a hint instead. I've got a story about that, but you'll have to earn it. Give her a compliment, then tease her playfully. See how she responds to the contrast. Plan a group hangout or post a story with friends. Let her see you're valued by others. Next time she's excited or upset, match her energy. If she's hyped, say, "That's awesome. Tell me more." If she's down, be calm and supportive. Share a short, vivid story that plants an idea, like valuing loyalty or chasing dreams. Plan a date that feels special, a walk under the stars or a spontaneous adventure. Make it memorable. Understanding these psychological principles isn't just about dating. It's about becoming a better man. When you master mystery, emotional connection, and confidence, you're not just more attractive to women, you're more compelling to everyone. You'll walk taller, connect deeper, and live a life that feels authentic and fulfilling, with or without a partner. But none of this works if you just read it and move on. Pick one or two things from this guide and try them this week. Maybe tell a story or create a memorable moment. You'll mess up sometimes, and that's fine. Every step forward makes you a stronger, more magnetic man. Bonus: handling common scenarios. Like a pro, here are a few situations you might face and how to apply these insights. If she's being distant or snappy, don't chase. Use mystery. All right, I'll let you have your space. Hit me up when you're ready. Stay cool and let her come back. If her emotions are unclear, mirror her cautiously. Say, "You seem like you're in a mood. Want to share what's up?" It shows you're tuned in without pushing. Create an emotional imprint. Take her somewhere new and say, "This place feels like it's got stories. Let's make one." The vibe will pull her back in. Connecting with women doesn't mean chasing or begging. It means understanding what makes them tick and showing up as a man who's confident, intriguing, and emotionally sharp. These 6 principles: mystery, hot and cold, social proof, emotional mirroring, storytelling, and emotional imprints, are your guide to building attraction that feels natural and lasting. Use them wisely, and you'll not only turn heads, but create connections that stick. If you want more tools to master this, I've got a guide called The Magnetic Man's Playbook. It's packed with practical tips on confidence, connection, and keeping her hooked. Drop me a message for the details, or just start applying this stuff today and watch how it changes the game. Now go out there, own your vibe, and be the man she can't stop thinking about. You've got this.